In this episode of How Do You Do That, we're going to look at how much you're using and how much you're spending. And where do you go to see that? So we go to RingPlus and we sign in the top right corner. And then we choose our method of signing in. And from our dashboard, we select the phone number we want to manage. And we come down to the second row of icons. We're going to click on this one, Billing History. So Billing History shows you all your billable events. And usually they'll have a little invoice attached to them that you can expand by clicking on. When you want to go back, you can just click back on Billing History, one link back. But if you want to see it in more detail, you can come over here into your voice history, your text history, and your data history. So I'm just going to click on call history real quick. And this shows you outbound calls, inbound calls, all of them by date and time, and the billed minutes. Not a lot of minutes in here. This is just a test account. And it would show you any charges that came along with that. So if you were within the amount of talk, text, and data in your plan and hadn't gone over that, there wouldn't be any extra cost associated with that. But if you did, if you would say you had a plan with 500 minutes and you were now in 501, 502, 503 minutes, you would start to see some cost incurred here. And the same thing applies with text. You go here and you get an itemized list. Is it inbound or outbound text, the numbers involved, the dates and times involved, and any extra costs involved. And since we're in here, let's just take a look at data too, see what it looks like. And so we have some time and date stamps and how much downloaded, how much uploaded, total amount of data, and any cost that would be incurred that are for going over your plan allotments. So that's one way you can see what you're using and what you're spending. But how else can you see it? Well, up here in the left-hand corner, I'm going to go back to my account name and click on it. And right here, these little bar graphs right here show you how many days left in your cycle, how many minutes used, how much of your data has been used. And if you hover over it, as you can see, it's showing you what kind of data you've used, 3G, LTE. Same thing goes for here for text. You can see just by the bar graph itself how much you're using, but you can also see how much inbound, outbound, international, domestic. And then here you can see MMS usage. And over here, under recent activity, you not only hear the music that you've listened to when you've selected your radio stations, and if you want to learn how to select your radio stations, there is another video on how to do that. But you can also see when you changed your phone number, that's a billable event. When you've added a number, changed your number, or ported a number, or whatever. Here I had a cancellation of a add-on. So let's click on more. That means I had an add-on. So here I had an add-on. I needed an extra gig for a month. And then when I didn't need any more, I turned it off. So you can see your billable events there as well. How else can you see what's being used and what you're spending? Well, you also see your top-up balance here. How much money you've put on your account that you haven't used yet. And if you go here to manage plans and add-ons, you also will see your usage of voice talk, text, MMS, and importantly, you'll see when was your last bill and when does your current billing cycle end. And that tells you when you'll be billed again, right? Because when this ends, you'll be billed again. You can see your past add-ons on my account here. You can see add-ons I've had in the past that I've turned off. And so you can see what that cost was and what that usage was. Like right here, you can see I used 0 of that gig, or I used 0 of these 5,000 texts, just because I set these up for the demo. You can also see I have a pending plan change coming up, so I'll be spending more money when that happens. Okay, and so as far as seeing what you're using and how much you are spending, that's how you do that.